Hi guys, welcome back to TipRanks. My name is Annika and we love to hear what you guys think on different stocks that you guys are looking at. In this video, we're going to be looking at 3 stocks that Warren Buffett added to Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio recently. Now, billionaire investors are known for their track record in choosing the right stocks and those which have a high growth potential. Now, Warren Buffett, as one of the richest people in the world, is the CEO and chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. The first stock that Berkshire Hathaway added to their portfolio is Chevron Corp, and its ticker is CVX. Chevron Corporation is an American multinational energy company, and it's the second largest oil producer in America. Buffett first invested in Chevron in Q4 of 2020, but since then it's gone through a roller coaster of a ride. Buffett actually reduced his holdings in Chevron in the first 2 quarters of 2021, but a global energy crisis caused the prices of crude oil to soar high by the 3rd quarter of 2021. But the shifting energy market seemed to change Warren Buffett's mind, and he ended up buying 5.58 million shares in CVX. His stake was around $2.91 billion. Now, I wanted to see how TipRanks ranks Chevron Corp in terms of its buy ratings and its price targets to see if it matches Warren Buffett's buy stance. So, the current price for CVX is $111.91. The analyst rating consensus is that it's a strong buy, and the analyst price target on CVX is $131.50. This is a 17.51% upside based on 16 Wall Street analysts offering 12-month price targets for Chevron. Chevron's 3rd quarter results were positive. In the 3 months ended September 30, 2020, they reported a net loss of $207 million. For the 3 months ended September 30th of 2020, they reported a net loss of $207 million, which was negative 12 cents per diluted share. However, for the 3 months ended September 30th, 2021, they reported earnings of $6.1 billion, which is around $3.19 per share. This is a substantial increase in their reported earnings. Their sales and other operating revenues for the 3rd quarter of 2021 were $43 billion, compared to the $24 billion in the year-ago period. Now, a really great tool is looking at the TipRanks Smart Score when it comes to looking at stocks you want to invest. This is because the Smart Score gives you an idea of how the stock will perform against the market. So a Smart Score of 5 is that it is neutral, in that it will perform in line with the market. Whereas a Smart Score of above 5 is that it will likely outperform the market, whereas a Smart Score of under 5 is that it's likely to underperform the market. So for Chevron, the Smart Score is a 10. The Smart Score being a 10 is that it is the most likely to outperform the market. Analyst ratings are also a strong buy, despite TipRanks investors being very negative, but this could be because of the overall volatile energy market segment. Blogger opinions are bullish, and the news sentiment is also bullish. Hedge fund activity has increased, as we saw. Warren Buffett increased holdings in his portfolio for Chevron Corp, and technicals, as we just saw, have been very positive. Insider activity shows that many, though, have sold shares, but fundamentals show that return on equity is 7.40%. The second stock that Berkshire Hathaway added to their portfolio is Royalty Pharma, and its ticker is RPRX. Royalty Pharma is the largest new Berkshire Hathaway holding in the 3rd quarter of 2021. Drug development is one of the most lucrative industries in the US, but it is potentially the riskiest. Royalty Pharma helps fund expensive clinical trials for promising new drug candidates. In exchange, the drug maker sends Royalty a predetermined slice of that drug's revenue in the years after it reaches the market. The company owns rights to drugs sold by the likes of Johnson & Johnson, AbbVie, Pfizer, Gilead Sciences, and Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Berkshire disclosed a $13.1 million share stake in the company, and this was worth around $475 million. This may not seem like a large position when it comes to Berkshire Hathaway's holdings, but Warren Buffett tends to accumulate gradually, so maybe he isn't done yet buying Royalty Pharma. We'll just have to see. Let's take a look on TipRanks to see what the price targets for Royalty Pharma are. The current price for RPRX is $41.56. The analyst rating consensus is that it's a moderate buy, and the analyst price target on RPRX is $49, which is a 17.90% upside. Based on two Wall Street analysts offering 12-month price targets for Royalty Pharma. Royalty Pharma reported its third quarter 2021 results. Net cash provided by operating activities decreased to $470 million. However, their adjusted cash receipts increased 24% to $587 million, and this was driven by strong portfolio performance, new royalty acquisitions, and a one-time payment related to Soliqua. Total income and other revenues increased 9% to $586 million. Adjusted cash flow grew 12% to $441 million, the sixth consecutive quarter of double-digit growth. They had positive developments across royalty portfolio. AstraZeneca announced phase 3 results for PT027, a potential first-in-class combination treatment for asthma. Roche announced gantenerumab was granted breakthrough therapy designation by the FDA for Alzheimer's. And again, the TipRanks Smart Score is very, very strong at a Smart Score of 9 in that it is very likely to outperform the market. Analyst ratings deem it to be a moderate buy. TipRanks investors are very positive. Blogger opinions and news sentiment are very bullish. Hedge fund activity shows that they have increased around 13.1 million shares in the last quarter. This is pretty much the share increase that we saw in Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio. Technicals are deemed negative, but as we saw, they were sort of mixed, with many positive developments and some negative developments. Insider activity sold shares. Fundamentals show that return on equity was positive at 15.28% return on equity for the trailing 12 months. The third stock that Berkshire Hathaway added to their portfolio recently is Floor & Decor, and its ticker is FND. Floor & Decor is a specialty retailer focused on flooring products, such as tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Berkshire bought 816,863 shares in Floor & Decor, and this totaled $98.7 million, a relatively modest investment by Buffett standards. Floor & Decor shares have already gained more than 170% since the beginning of 2020. But Warren Buffett appears to still be thinking that the rally isn't over yet. The current price for FND stock is $131.70. The analyst rating consensus is that it's a strong buy, and the analyst price target on FND is $149.62. This is a 13.61% upside based on 13 Wall Street analysts offering 12-month price targets. Floor & Decor Holdings announced their third quarter fiscal 2021 financial results, and net sales increased 28% from the third quarter of fiscal 2020 to $876.6 million. Comparable store sales also increased by 10.9%. They also had an increase in diluted earnings per share. Their EPS therefore increased by 6.2% to $0.69 from $0.65 in the third quarter of 2020. They opened 6 new warehouse stores during this quarter as well, and their operating income increased by 5.8% to $83.4 million from $78.8 million in the third quarter. Their net income increased 69.3% to $233.4 million compared to $137.8 million in the same period of fiscal 2020. They also showed very positive increases of adjusted net income also increasing by 97.2% and adjusted EBITDA, which increased by 70.5% to $384.3 million compared to $225.4 million in the same period of fiscal 2020. And yet again, the TipRanks Smart Score confirms Warren Buffett's stance. The Smart Score is a 10 in that it is very likely to outperform the market. The analyst ratings deem it to be a strong buy, and the TipRanks investors are very positive. Blogger opinions are also bullish, with hedge fund activity having increased, as well as what we saw with the technicals being positive. Insider activity, however, does show that many have sold shares, but fundamentals show that return on equity is 26.45% for the trailing 12 months. So guys, what do you think of Warren Buffett's stock picks? We'd love to hear your opinions here at TipRanks, so please leave your comments down below and let us know what you think of these stocks. And if you made it this far, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you get informed on when the TipRanks channel releases a video. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!